Hey guys, Zennosh here, and today in this video of Exos Heroes, it's time to review our very own Fate Core Morris because he's going to receive his core reverse upgrade tomorrow, with which he's going to get some new skill modifications, and let's see if his new skill effects are going to be helpful in the current meta contents or not. Alright, so let's get this started. Looking at his artwork, he looks pretty much the same. Same old chubby little fat dude right over here, guys. Definitely a Banga hero. Notice it says core reverse chance increase extremely stubborn Morris recruit. The period is going to be starting after the maintenance. That's going to be tomorrow Monday till February 1st Monday 2021 1:59 UTC time. Just like any other normal banner out there, his banner is also going to last for a total of 1 week. Main hero, you can recruit hero plus Fate Core with higher probability than in premium recruitment. As he's a black Fate Core hero unit, he's going to drop at 0.7% chance, and you can get him for free after 19 multi-summons in his banner. And now let's start talking about this skill changes right over here. Passive skill, tempering and steel weapon has been added. Alright, so let's see what they really do. Passive skill effect, which is known as counter, that means he's going to counter upon taking damage. Extra way to deal some extra damage, and as his attack unit, definitely an extra way of getting mana as well. And if you are actually going to unleash his potential, definitely his passive skill effect is going to improve even further. As a Banga hero, he actually does even have that hard strike property. Alright, meaning like when he's going to hit that particular ally, particular opponent with the maximum health, alright, what's going to happen is that he's going to apply that hard strike level 1, level 2 and level 3. With hard strike level 1, he is going to decrease the attack speed of the target by 20 points. With hard strike level 2, decrease the defense of the target by 1000 points. With these two debuffs right here, guys, the enemy is already crippled so bad. Alright, you will be able to deal so much damage while the opponent is getting so slow. It's really good, especially against the first Guardian units. Next is going to be the hard strike level 3 right here, guys. Deals 200% damage to all enemies upon activation. That's a lot of damage, considering that our Fate Core Morris is a attack type unit as well. Yes, he's specialized in dealing a lot of damage. Status effect afflicts the target with blind effect. If the target, or let's say the opponent, is blinded, that opponent will not be able to lay a single hit on our allies. 0 damage, and our allies will be able to dodge the attack, every attack coming from that opponent out there. So blind effect is really OP indeed. Overtime effect deals 2000 damage to the targets every freaking turn as well. Wow, to look forward for a really good passive damage out here. So good. This is a really good stuff, a really good recipe to bring down the bosses in the PvE story contents. Yes, some bosses are kind of immune to mark effects, but those bosses who are not immune to the mark effects, they can be easily brought down real fast if you have a Banga hero in your team. Alright, like let's say Fate Core Morris. So there we go, guys, really good stuff. Next is going to be the tempering right over here. When the battle starts, increases attack of all allies by 10%. All you need to do is bring him in the team, and it's going to provide the 10% attack boost right away. And next is going to be the steel weapon. Triggers a steel weapon once a round when the attack hits. So he really need to land an attack on the opponent, because like if his attack is going to get dodged by the opponent, things that it's not going to be in effect, okay? And it only triggers once per round. Buff effect increases the attack of all allies by 20% for 4 turns. That's a lot of attack boost right away, guys. 10% plus 20%, that's a total of 30% attack boost right away, just coming from his passive skill effect, because even his active skill effect provides an attack boost to the entire ally. So he is really awesome dude indeed, and especially when we are considering the current meta, which is the stall meta, we really need a lot more ways of improving the DPS ability of our team. And in such situation, having Fate Core Morris around can be quite really helpful around indeed. Alright, so let's further discuss about this one right over here, guys. Alright, it's only once per round, and the attack needs to hit. That's what it is. And the attack boost is by 20% for 4 turns. As his attack speed is about like 89 points, he's definitely going to go faster than the wizards, like let's say Fate Core Battery, Fate Core Annie, Fate Core Scarlet, and so on and on. Alright, so that's going to be quite helpful in order to boost the attack of the wizards, who are main damage dealers, and with extra attack stats, definitely they will have much easier time in pushing through more damage against the opponents out there, and possibly even countering the stall meta. Possibly because like in paper it looks really good, but in reality it might be a little bit different, because we are not really that super duper happy with the Fate Core Leafy right now, because like see, really do provide that attack boost of like 40% against the front row opponents, right? And also considers the attack as the piercing effect as well. So even with that thing, it's still a little bit hard to actually push through the stall meta units out there. So I think in combination with Fate Core April, our Fate Core Morris can be a really great help indeed. All right, so that is it, guys. That's what I am looking forward to. So now let's start talking about his a first active skill known as the Master's Tempering. Master's Tempering, it says after effect, require mana 3 mana instead of 2 mana, so that is it out there. And the effect is all increases attack of all allies by 28% of own attack for 7 turns. The 28% is not a constant figure, meaning like if you are going to provide your Fate Core Morris with more level ups and stat boost, this figure is gonna go up even more than 100%. Like let's say increases attack of all allies by about like 108% of own attack for 7 turns, something like that. All right, so that is really super duper cool, guys. You are looking forward for so many so like a huge attack boost right away from the first active skill, and with this passive skill effect as well, there is a lot of attack boost right away as well. And in combination, this can really provide a lot of boost to the DPS potential of your team, and that is huge. In my opinion, it's really huge, and especially if you are going to pair him up with some of the really cool other supporters, like let's say Fate Core April, that's going to be a really amazing stuff out there, which can really allow you to counter the stall meta, in my opinion. All right, that's what I would say is good at the paper. We also really need to see like how he's actually going to do in real battles out there when this core reverse upgrade is actually gonna take in effect. And yes, if you already do have Fate Core Morris, no need to worry about it, because he is going to get his skill boost after the core reverse upgrade, that is tomorrow. All right, and good thing is that I already do have him, so I'm definitely going to use him in the PvP contest and see out like what's gonna be the aftermath. All right, so there we go, guys. I'm really happy about that one. With attack speed of 89 points, it definitely is going to go a little bit faster compared to like most of the units out there, and definitely with those extra attack boosts, it's going to be quite helpful out there. Okay, and now let's start talking about the Blacksmith's Hammer, which is his second active skill. Blacksmith's Hammer, required mana 5 mana, and it's a burst effect, meaning like if he's going to have any mana excess than 5 mana, like let's say 7 mana, 8 mana, or 10 mana even, he's going to use all those mana at once in order to deal even higher damage against opponents out there. And that's really cool out there, guys. Burst effects are always good to have around, and especially when it is a single target nuking, which is really needed in order to counter the stall meta, because like you really need to force your way through with very amazing damage against your opponents, or else the opponents are really not gonna die, and they are going to recover their health pretty quick as well, thanks to Dorka out there. All right, a single target deals 150% damage to one enemy, 1050% damage to one enemy. That's a lot of damage on a single target. My oh my, when he is actually going to land his second active skill on any target, that target is nearly going to die. Okay, I mean like possibly going to die most of the time. Okay, so that's the thing out there, because like first of all, he's a rare unit, not even a legendary or fated unit, so definitely he's going to actually have a lot of stat penalty compared to the legendary or fated characters. So don't really expect a lot out of him as well, because like in comparison to Schmidt, who is a fated unit, and he also nearly had to have like same kind of skill effect, right? The thing is that like the amount of damage that he is going to deal versus the amount of damage our Fate Core Morris is going to be deal is definitely going to vary. Okay, definitely our fated Schmidt is going to deal heavier damage. So that is also the another thing out there. But well, it's really good to have this skill on our list, which can be really helpful in order to smash those opponents right away. Thanks to the unleashed potential as well, we can actually provide some stat boost to our units out there as well. All right, and that can be quite helpful out there. So that is it, guys. And that being said and done, I would say he definitely has quite a very good viability in the current meta contents in paper. All right, we really need to test and try him out after this core reverse upgrade to see like if he's actually going to really make that huge impact or not. Most of the players are pretty much like kind of hopeful about this thing going to be quite a hype. That's what I gotta say. And if you're asking me, should you be really summoning him, I would say it really depends upon you, okay? Because he's a Black Fate Core hero unit, and there are various ways right now, like let's say core raid, monthly missions, and even I think that Quantum Raid was going to provide us with the Fate Core Recruit ticket, which usually do give us the Black Fate Core hero units. And yeah, if they are always going to give most of the time, if they are always going to drop the Black Fate Core hero units, Fate Core Morris is no exception, and you might actually get him one way or another very soon. All right, but if you are a Dolphin, go for him. All right, if you don't have him, just go for him. He's definitely going to be quite helpful out there in my opinion. And if you are a beginner, if you somehow manage to get him, rejoice, because as a Banga hero, he's definitely going to help you a lot in progressing through the story contents as well. This effect, the Heart Strike, is going to be a really great help, not only just in the PvE story contents but also in the PvP Devil and Stainer battles in order to counter those pesky fast guardian units as well. Yes, you heard me right, okay? Because like decrease in defense is definitely going to weaken that dragon scale, and decrease in the attack speed is also really awesome stuff indeed, and that extra 2000 damage every freaking time is really massive. Okay, so you can just stamp them on the weaker boss units and rampage through them right away. And a lot of attack boost is definitely going to be really helpful in order to provide more DPS ability to your entire team. And that's really good. In my opinion, that's really awesome, guys. And with his burst effect, he's definitely going to be able to push out more damage. The only problem is that like his attack speed is really not in a comfortable zone, okay? He is not as fast as other like faster unit, like let's say of Fate Core Jin, Fate Corera, so that like he can actually get those advantages from the Fate Core Annie, or not even slower compared to other units like let's say Fate Core Iris or let's say Fate Core Shell, in order to receive those extra mana boost as well. Alright, so that's it and done. He might actually struggle a little bit in the first round, but with the Fate Core Shell, provided that extra turn, he might actually go up with the second active skill right away in the first round, and that can be quite helpful as well. But there's actually a tricky stuff out here, guys, because like, are you really going to provide that massive attack boost to your allies, or are you really going forward for that nuking damage? It's really up to you, man. That's a really twisty situation out there, guys. If he's actually coming out there as a support in your team, definitely try to focus on this stuff right over here to provide the attack boost to your entire allies. But if you are actually focusing more on dealing the damage against the stealth meta, then definitely you can actually use the Fate Core Shell to provide an extra turn so that he can actually come up with his blacksmith hammer to actually nuke the targets. So with Fate Core Shell, things are pretty decent out there, guys. Alright, so yeah, that's it. So not really that hopeless situation as well that I thought okay, so that's good. Well, if you have excess, if you just want to give him a try just for 1 multi 7, 2 multi 7, not really that big harm. But if you are really looking forward to like go in deep, like 19 multi summon deep, I would say it's really up to you. It's really up to you. I would rather, you know, like put my faith and bets on the Fate Core Recruit tickets rather than spending a lot of cess into his banner, because like maybe possibly in the near future there might be a Fate Core general banner that might be coming, and we would definitely want to spam on those kind of banners, because like it is actually 2 birds with 1 stone, because usually the general banners are like gold Fate Core hero units, and they are also really helpful for the signature force activation. Alright, so yeah, that is it, what I'm really looking forward to. Anyways, that's it and done. Now let's talk about the exclusive weapon right over here, which is known as the Metallic Breaker. So right away, guys, as I already told you so many times in my previous videos as well, that exclusive weapons are pretty much like a scam. Don't really expect a lot of things happening from that one, because like the stat boost that they provide is not really that so much different compared to the fated weapons that we usually get thanks to the Relic of Dragon Dynasty. But if you are lucky, you can even get this kind of exclusive weapons from the Relic of Dragon Dynasty as well. So I would say I would really depend upon the stupid stuffs that keeps on dropping from the Holy Dragon Grants. Alright, the effect is the extra effect right over here. This is the one that actually makes it so useless. Look at it. Obtain Morris attack plus 30. Well, like, what is that? Plus 30 attack points? That's nothing. That's really nothing. Morris equipped, the CP is going to be boosted by 3000 points, and that's also really nothing. We will be dealing with millions of CP later on. 3000 CP, it's not even a single scratch, okay? So that is it, guys. Anyways, the most bullshit thing about this game, this item right away, is that like it also costs like 700 cess for 1 multi summon for summoning the exclusive weapon, which is like what? And there's also like 0.7% chance for this to drop. Like what the hell is that? Like, it's being treated same as the main Fate Core hero unit, and that's what I really don't like about it. Alright, so in summary, I would say I would not really spend a lot of cess into this unit right over here, even though he looks really awesome in the paper. If you already do have him, rejoice, because the skill effects are gonna be in effect right off the bat, as the core reverse upgrade is gonna be taking effect tomorrow. Alright, but if you don't have him, you know, like it's better to wait because there are so many ways to get the Black Fate Hero units nowadays. But if you are kind of despo, then well, go for it. Maybe there are so many players out there who really want to complete their Banga Hero team, alright? I like to say Fate Core Jin, Fate Core Morris, Fate Core Adams, so on and on, alright? The Banga Hero team, the army of Banga Heroes. So that may be the case. Just go on and have fun with it. All right. So that's all I have to say to you guys. If you have any extra insights, extra feedbacks, extra opinions about this character, if you guys really think that he's really now OP, very very OP indeed, and very very great against the stall meta opponents, then let me know in the comment section below. All right. And let's have a really good discussion on that one. In paper, he looks definitely damn amazing. Definitely going to be a really great help, especially in pair with the Fate Core April. But we still need to try him out. All right. That's what I have to say. Anyways, that's it for today. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button to keep on enjoying the contents of my channel. See you guys in the next video.